If you've ever played online video games before, you've probably seen a Battle Royale type game mode at some point or another, and if you've ever played on a Minecraft server, you've probably at least seen or heard of survival games. Now, on the Minecraft Bedrock Edition server Galaxite, they have their own Battle Royale style game, but it's very different from other survival games type game modes that you might see on other servers. In this video, I'm going to be talking about everything related to Chronos, Galaxite's Battle Royale. I'll explain how it works, talk about what makes it unique from other Minecraft Battle Royale style game modes, and even take you through some of my own gameplay so that you can see just how intricate Chronos is. Also, this video has been sponsored by Galaxite. If you'd like to try out the server for yourself, you can in the Minecraft Bedrock Edition featured servers page. Be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're a fan of my content, and enjoy. Again, just so you guys know, yes, the video is sponsored, but Galaxite had no involvement with the direction of this, and everything in this video is my own honest words. With all of that out of the way, let's get into talking about Chronos. So, the main mechanic of Chronos is time. When you have time, you can respawn if you die, and if you run out of time, you're no longer able to respawn. You can tell how much time you have by looking at the bar and timer at the top of your screen, which is always counting down. However, you can partially refill your time bar by killing people in-game, which makes sense because it's a Battle Royale after all. There's also other ways that you can refill your time bar, however, and I'll explain those as the video goes on. Still, the fact that you can respawn in a Minecraft Battle Royale game is something that already makes Chronos unique. Something that isn't as unique, but still has a cool touch on it, is Chronos' looting system. In most Battle Royale type game modes, you'll get loot from crates, and Chronos is no different. However, in this game, there are 5 different tiers of crates that you can loot from, and they all give you different tier loot accordingly. White shulkers are common, green shulkers are uncommon, blue shulkers are rare, purple shulkers are epic, and orange shulkers are legendary. Also, there are red mythic shulkers which don't spawn naturally on the map but can be found out of time warps and vaults, which I'll explain a little bit more later. Out of all of these shulkers, however, you can get tier 1 through 5 armors, tier 1 through 5 swords, and tier 1 through 5 bows. Obviously, tier 5 is the best here. Now, let's say that you get 2 tier 2 armors. You can only put one on, so the other one would seem useless, right? Well, in Chronos, it's a little bit different. There are upgrade stations scattered around the map for armor, swords, and bows. If you have 2 of the same, you can combine them to get the next highest tier. Also, if you have an upgrade token, you can use it at an upgrade station to upgrade that specific item in your inventory without having the second item. This is, once again, another thing that makes Chronos extremely unique from most other Minecraft Battle Royales. You don't really see this mechanic in any of them. Still, you're not going to get any good loot to upgrade in the first place if you don't know where to land. This is where finding a good drop location comes in handy. Personally, I've got 3 different spots that I drop on depending on where I spawn in the map. If I spawn anywhere in the north or eastern part of the map, I'll drop kind of in the center on this roof, and there will always be a rare or higher tier chest there. If I spawn anywhere in the south, I'll literally drop into the middle of this volcano where there will be an epic or higher tier chest, and if I spawn anywhere in the east, I'll drop into this circle thing where there will also be an epic or higher tier chest. I would definitely suggest, however, finding other locations that you like to drop and that you can learn and route pretty well. Also, just learning the map and other spots in general helps a lot in case your starter landing spot gets taken or you just get bad loot out of it. Now, something that you'll see quite a lot in most Battle Royale games is a zone of sorts that starts closing as the game progresses. Galaxite is no different here, and their zone is called the Corruption. In most zones, you just take damage for standing in it, but in the Corruption on Galaxite, if you have time, you lose it at a rate of 8 seconds for every 1 second that you spend in it, and if you don't have time, you take 1 heart of damage for every second spent in it. Now, I know that most Battle Royales do have zones, and Chronos isn't very unique in that aspect, but if you look at other Minecraft Battle Royales specifically, you don't really see zones too much. It's just not really implemented as a feature that often, and I think that's what makes Chronos stand out for me. Also, the Corruption is a square. I think that's pretty unique. But in all seriousness, let's move on to talking about perks. Now, perks do exactly what you'd think they do. They give you an advantage in the game. You can buy perks from the menu in the Chronos Game Hub, and you purchase them with time shards, which you get from literally just playing Chronos. There are a lot of perks, 41 to be exact, and you only start off with one called Bow Start, where you spawn in with a tier 1 bow. Now, I don't have time to try and explain literally every perk, just because I'd probably bore myself and you guys to death. However, the descriptions for literally all of them are in the perks menu, and I would definitely suggest going and reading up on those to figure out which ones you want the most. However, I will explain a couple of them because they're my favorites and I think they're pretty useful. The one that I've been using a lot recently is called Vampire. The description of it reads as following. When the player kills an enemy, the player receives 4 hearts of absorption for 6 seconds in solo and 3 seconds in team modes. With this perk, you basically just get Gapple hearts after every kill, and it's really useful when you're in a situation where there are a lot of people around you. I can't tell you how many times this perk has saved me from getting cleaned up. Another perk that I have a lot lot of fun with, but is also more risky to use, is called Glass Cannon. Here's what it does. 2 hearts is added to all damage that the player deals. However, the player also receives an extra 2 hearts of damage on every hit. Basically, you can shred through people like they're paper, but you're also screwed if you go up against anyone with any sort of decent weapon. This is definitely a good one to use if you know that the majority of people in your lobby are not going to be the greatest at the game, and that you'll be able to avoid hits for the most part. Again, there are plenty more perks, and I would definitely suggest going and checking them out yourself if you're curious what the rest of them do. So those are all of the very major things that I think makes Chronos unique from most other Minecraft Battle Royales. However, there are also some smaller unique things that are still notable that I want to go over. First up, let's talk about bows. Bows on Galaxite don't work anything like they do on pretty much any other server. The arc of the shots are a lot less, meaning that the arrows usually go further. You can hit longer shots this way, and your arrows just generally hit faster. This is definitely something that a lot of non-Galaxite players have to get used to, but I think it's a really cool touch. Next up, let's talk about the time shop. In these shops, you can sacrifice your time to buy items, and you can also sell extra items back to it for extra time. In these shops, you can buy anything ranging from swords, armor, and bows to special items like vault keys and bounty contracts. Speaking of bounties, let's talk about them. You can find bounty contracts in chests, or like I said, you can buy them, and when you use it, it places a blue character on your map, which is someone that you're supposed to target. If you end up killing them, you get a minute of extra time and some time shards. Obviously though, people can also have bounties on you, but if you manage to kill the person that's hunting you, you get their bounty rewards. Now let's move on to the final smaller thing that I want to talk about, which is time warps and vaults. Time warps are kind of like supply crates. They just spawn at random times in random places on the map. You can also, however, get time warps out of chests and place them down to get a mythic chest wherever you want. There's also vaults, which can be opened with a vault key, and they'll also spawn a mythic chest inside. So those are pretty much all of the things that I think make Chronos a unique Minecraft Battle Royale game mode. However, I also want to take a little bit of time to talk about why Chronos is so unique and what makes it so special. Right off the bat, I will just say straight up that Chronos is my favorite Minecraft Battle Royale. I know this video is sponsored, but I swear I'm not being paid to say this. I fell in love with Chronos on the first day that I played it. This game manages to be so complicated and have so much going on in it, but also still simple enough that you'll get the hang of it after a few games of playing, and then endlessly want to chase that victory message of being the Chronos champion. I guess that's what makes Chronos so unique, having all of the good aspects of other Battle Royale games all wrapped up into one. Chronos stands out from all of the rest of the competition on Minecraft, especially since all of this was done in a block game. When it's down to a 1v1 and neither you nor your opponent have any time and you know that it's all on the line, that's what I love about it all. Simplicity in a game full of complexity. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video on Galaxite Chronos and what makes it so unique. I definitely would suggest going and checking out the game mode if you thought the video was interesting, and tell me what you think about it in a comment if you give it a try. If you enjoyed the video, please also consider leaving a like and subscribing. My channel is growing really fast right now, and if you want to say that you were here before Potato Pie hit 100 billion subscribers, now's the time to subscribe. In all seriousness though, I would like to give a huge thank you to Galaxite for sponsoring this video. It's crazy being able to work with the server that you play on frequently to make content with them, and assuming that you guys are cool with this, I'll probably do more of these in the future. Just thought I'd give you all the heads up about that. Also, before we end, as always, I'd like to give a huge shout out to all of my YouTube channel members. They support me for $4.99 a month, and they get some cool perks like getting their names displayed at the end of every video that I post. If you'd like to become a channel member for yourself, or check out what other perks they get, you can do so by clicking the join button next to the subscribe button, or by clicking the members link in the description. Once again, thank you to everyone supporting me, thank you all for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.